What's going on YouTube? Crypto Matrix here, coming at you with another cryptocurrency stream. And today we're going to be going over Bitcoin price action, Electroneum price action, and a little bit of bullish news. I'm going to keep it real short. Guys, if you don't know much about my page, I like to do calls. I like to go over price analysis and Bitcoin news and basically teach people about cryptocurrencies and how to navigate exchanges and make better on their trades. So if you guys want to get better at trading and make more money, this is the channel for you. And let's dive right into the price action. So guys, here's the Bitcoin price. In the last, since June, we've been kind of in this downward trend, putting in lower lows. We are technically in a place where it could go either way, but let's analyze. In the last day, the price did drop down to the $9,200 level as I predicted. So that was a great call, guys. Be sure to like for that. That was spot on. I literally said it would go down to the $9,200 level yesterday, and it did hours later. So that was a great call. Let's check it out even closer here. Okay, so since the 7th, we had the low of 9,357. Then the low on the 11th of 9,050. Then on the 16th, the low of 8,900 basically. And now just up there 200. So this is reversal. And are we going up right here? Okay. Right like this. Or are we going to trickle down and something like that and end up down here? Okay, so what I think is going to happen is we're actually going to put in a lower low. So, but we're going to kind of go sideways for about a day, and then we're going to put in a move over the next day. So like not today, but tomorrow I think we'll put in a move and to the downside again. So I think we'll move down and touch this yellow support line right here, which is just below or just above the green box, excuse me. So I think when the move happens, we will punch down and put a lower low in, but that's a good sign. And if it doesn't get to a lower low, that's fine as well. That just means that the price is reversing already. But I'm actually hoping to get a little bit more coin. So if it drops down into the 8s, that's a great opportunity again. And we're looking at like 8.7 there, 8.8, okay? Maybe 8.8 if I had to really put a nail on it. That would be like the low. I don't think it'll flash crash more than that. But we have seen it happen, guys. We've seen the price move that much. It does happen. So be mindful of that, okay? Let's check out Electroneum. I haven't looked at this chart yet today, guys. This is kind of on the fly. But at first glance, we're at 0.0062. That's, looking a little bearish, guys. Even though we're moving to the right for the last few days, since the 14th, we've been moving to the right. In the last week, we've been down almost 11%, okay, from like 0.0079, so like almost 0.008, all the way down to 0.0062, and we're almost in that red box that I was talking about being bearish. But if you zoom out and you look at the low for May 21st, which is 0.0055, that is the low that we have to go below to be officially bearish and put in a lower low, since back then. So I'm still not full bear mode yet, but this is a long channel of anguish here, guys. This is moving down here. And the only thing that's really, keeping my hopes up so much is just how good Electroneum's project is. They have a really solid project. They're doing a lot of good things for people. They have what's called good karma in their project and doing a lot of good things. They're in Africa and helping a lot of the people that are unbanked, and they're doing a lot of things for the businessman too. It just seems like a really easy app to use. They just have a lot of good things, and they're in their phase 2 right now. They just cut off their mobile mining. They got up to 300,000 users and then cut it off, and I think that's great. I was really worried that it was going to go on for a long time, and I was worried the more they gave out, the less it would be worth. And I think them cutting that off is just a great thing. And now they're relying on their AnyTask program and like basically proof of work and the coin economics are what's going to be important from here out, and that's what I really believe in. So that's where they're going to shine, and I think they're really going to boom over the next few years, guys. So a little bit of a prediction on Electroneum, guys. The last bull run was up in the 20 cents area. I could see anywhere from 20 to 40 cents the next bull run, and then over the next several years, we could see all the way up to $1 to $3, just like Ripple or some of the other high-performing coins. And that would just be amazing. Watch as it starts to get accepted by more exchanges, becomes more widely available, more people are adopting it, and that's when you're going to start to see the price rise, guys. So right there, there's that on Electroneum. But let's start to see this sideways motion here, which technically put in a higher high, definitely put in a slight lower low recently. So let's see where it goes. And with the 20 EMA passing down below the 55 and starting to broaden, that's looking like we're going to hit down into this red channel, guys. But remember, we have to stay above what? 0.0055 in order to remain bullish in my eyes, okay? So let's check out some bullish news on Bitcoin. So guys, BTC investors are bullish even as prices below 10K for on-chain data. So since recovering from this week's drop to 8,900, price has struggled to gain above 9,600, and this level needs to flip from resistance to support to further upside can occur. Okay, some investors and analysts worry about Bitcoin's correlation to the stock market may break the use of the case narrative that is the store of value or digital gold. Meanwhile, others believe it is maybe a healthy sign as it shows the digital asset is making headway by increase its representation across multiple traditional markets. So guys, I think the latter. I think that since it's relating to traditional markets, it's a good thing. And like gold, the S&P, all these things, the more it relates to them, the better for now. Why? Because Bitcoin is still in its infancy stage. It is nowhere near as big as these other asset classes. So if it's already acting like a major asset class in its infancy stage, that just means the price has only where to go? Up. Okay? So guys, when they talk about these prices of, $100,000 Bitcoin or $228,000 Bitcoin, that's about the highest I can believe for my lifetime. Or maybe not my lifetime, but in the near future, within the next decade. It can happen. It can happen. It really can. Just imagine the market cap exploding into the trillions. Okay, just like the other asset classes. Okay, then we could see these higher prices. And what's beautiful about Bitcoin is you can buy fractions. You don't need to buy the whole stock. You can buy fractions of a Bitcoin. You can buy 0.00002 if you wanted to. You don't have to buy one Bitcoin at once. Because when Bitcoin's worth these higher numbers, everyone that doesn't know that right off the bat is going to be scared off. So guys, if you don't know that, you can buy fractions of a Bitcoin anytime you want from any of these different exchanges and jump off platforms, and you don't need to buy the whole stock at once. You don't need to buy one Bitcoin at once, for instance. So moreover, here's the Bitcoin and S&P correlation right here. And guys, something else I've noticed, you guys can see here, the Bitcoin price dropping down all the way to 4K. But guys, look how that's not even accurate. We know the price dropped down to 3,700. So this isn't an accurate representation either. Notice online that these charts after time, they're not as accurate as when things are happening. So when you know the low is the low, mark that down so you remember if you're not going to be actively paying attention to it. Because when you look back on the graphs months later, you're going to see that there's stuff like this, and it's just not totally accurate. And even in the trading scales, that's just the way it goes. Every site's a little different, guys, so keep that in mind. So, and furthermore, in the last, since March and April, basically if you've invested, you are in the green. So BT investors are still in the green as economic conditions begin to improve across the globe. It's possible that equities market will also stabilize. So guys, that could go either way. Like with all the reopenings right now, COVID-19 is still here. People are still getting sick. There's more people getting sick again. If it blows up again, just like there could be another fear wave that flies through, and there could be another big sell-off. Now that's a very bearish thought right there, okay? But it's true. That's what just happened. History likes to repeat itself, and that can go both ways in that sense. bearish and bullish. If history repeats itself and we see higher Bitcoin prices just like the recent bull runs, that would be great. But we could also see a very bearish sentiment with COVID-19 getting another bad outbreak and people really shitting their pants again and not wanting to do anything in the stock market in any way, or cryptocurrency. So according to Glassnode, 78.9% of BT holders are still profitable, and this is why Bitcoin is still the number one class. This figure was derived from the realized price metric, which takes an average buy price of the BTC is a wallet at the time they were transferred to said wallet and determines if the holder is in profit or loss. There's that right there, guys. So basically, if you bought back in March or April for Ethereum or Bitcoin, you are in a great profit margin right now, okay? Great profit margin. And DeSouza says the way retail traders operate is once they go underwater, they're overwhelmed and upset. So once they hit break even, they sell and are relieved. This creates what's called overhead supply. But if everyone is a winner and they're holding up and enjoying the ride and the asset moves up quicker, so more winners, the better the asset moves higher without people sitting around trying to get out or break even and creating a selling pressure. So guys, if you're doing good trades, if you're following these calls so far, like I've only been doing this a few weeks, but I've made 8 on-point calls with hundreds of dollar fluctuations. So guys, if you're making good trades, you're part of the support, okay? If you're making bad trades, you're part of the problem and you're pushing the price down, okay? Because you're just trying to get out of the market. So that's a good way to look at hodling. The more people making good trades and are in the green, sitting happy, okay, the more the price is going to go up, okay? And that's something to be said about day traders, people flipping the coin. That's one thing. That's different. But if you're in bad trades and you're just sitting in the red, you're just wanting to get out. You're not in it for the right reasons at this point. And trust me, whenever there's a red day, it just makes you regret your decision. Say like you're in at like 9.7 and the price is down at 9.3 and you're in with a large sum of money. That's extrapolated. Say it's $10,000. That's accurate to a Bitcoin price. So whatever the price moves, you're losing. Say like you have 20 doubled, $40,000 quadrupled, and you know it really adds up quick. So the bigger that you're in, make sure you're not overextending. That can really drive you mad. I've been there myself. I've sat in the red from 9 all the way down to 6, and it sucked. But I believed it would come back, and thank God it did. So you know, guys, there's a lot of ways to look at this. You got to really stick with what you believe in. Do your due diligence. Okay, the market it really does what it wants to some degree, okay? You got to rely on market analysis and not spoof news, okay? Right now, I think the price is going to pull back a little bit. Be ready for that, guys. That's all I got for today. If you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, I do this every single day. I've only taken 1 day off in weeks. All right, guys, I'm going to keep uploading and keep doing these YouTube uploads and streams. And, you know, I'm just having a great time. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I am Crypto Matrix. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.